Hi, I'm Larson.
And I'm Backe, and welcome to SOS Survival.
So today we're out in the wilderness.
Yeah, Swedish wilderness. For those of you that haven't seen the Swedish wilderness, this is it. Looks like any wilderness out there. Today we're gonna go through some survival tips and tips and tricks.
Yeah, basically anything you kind of need to start out by surviving in the Swedish wilderness. And of course we're going to do the classics, starting a fire.
Yeah.
We're going to do some... what else are we going to do? Fetch drinking water, what can you drink? And yeah, we'll see where we go, I think.
Yeah, we're gonna play it out as it goes.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Precisely. Excuse us for the wind, nothing we can really...
It's quite windy today, so...
Ah, well, quite windy. It's windy.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna have to cut this video now and then because we're gonna do some fairly boring stuff.
Yeah, like collecting a bunch of twigs. It's not really that fun to look at.
No,
actually.
precisely.
It's just collecting twigs. But the more stuff that could be good to think of what to take when you make a fire. Of course we're gonna film that.
Yeah, of course.
And some collecting of it. But not everything, because it could be quite boring.
Yeah. Alright, let's start by collecting twigs for a fire, I think, and since we're...
fire starting materials.
Fire starting materials. And also we're in the... a pine forest right now, so we're gonna go... we have some leaf over there, birch.
That birch tree there, it's dead.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe we can take some tinder from there.
Yeah, it's very good to take home. I see a fair bit up. There is... that you can collect. Pretty good.
Yeah. Also,
gotta see how rotten it is.
We have these tiny twigs here. The ones furthest in. This is not the perfect pine. You really want something that's a bit more thick. But these, if you collect these are most often very dry. And a good...
good source of tinder.
Yeah, good fire starter, if not.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's collect some stuff and we're gonna play while we're collecting, and yeah, you'll see us collect.
Yeah.
Alright, so birch.
Yeah. This one is not the best to take from, because you want that when it's like, you see this one, all the white spots, that's the really good stuff, but it's not so much on either that one or this one. But the positive thing with this is it's dry. It's very dry.
Yeah.
Actually.
And also, we came prepared, so we're not gonna start a fire with a
Ferris rod.
Or a bow and string. We're gonna start with matches.
Yeah, I have...
a lighter.
Yeah, I have a storm lighter always on me. So why not use it when you have it?
Precisely.
So maybe in the summer,
yeah,
we're gonna use the Ferris rod.
Alright, so we're gonna collect some of this stuff and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
So, alright, so we found you saw the dry thicket perhaps, and we found some really dry sticks. Well, they still have some kind of moisture in them because they're kind of hard. But also, we're gonna have some of this base in the fire alarm. We're gonna build up with these. So we can find these pretty much anywhere. And these dry thickets, well, you find them pretty much in all Swedish forests. Now we have some flooding from the left from winter.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised we're not seeing any snow at all. Usually snow hangs around in the forest a lot longer.
Yeah, usually to end of March.
Yeah,
Or
most definitely end of March.
start of April.
So we really don't need to collect a lot of these, but a good handful will do probably.
Yeah. Seven.
Yeah.
See what I see.
What? You show me.
This one.
This is dry and dead, I think.
Yeah, dry and dead, and it have
these, the
yeah.
moss.
Full of. It's not old man's beard, but in the same family as it.
I think so. It's some kind of moss.
Yeah. Good for starting fires with.
Yeah, we'll collect this as well.
Yeah.
And then I think we're gonna do, when we start the fire, I think we're gonna do 2 fires actually.
Yeah.
One with your storm lighter, and I'm gonna try to start one with
Matches.
matches.
Yeah. Matches and ordinary lighters is something that almost everybody has.
Precisely, and it's easy to get.
Yeah. It's you can go to any convenience store to get them. If you have a friend that smokes, well,
Yeah, they surely have a lighter on them.
yeah,
Most all of the time.
exactly.
Right, so we're gonna go and place these back at the fire starting place, and we're gonna catch up with you back there.
Yeah.
Alright, so we said we were not gonna try using a Ferris rod, but we found some really dried old man's beard.
Yeah.
And
Try it with that.
yeah, and when you've seen survival shows, they kind of go like poof, oh yeah,
Yeah, just like
there,
that.
and you get a spark. And we're gonna kind of show you how hard it really is to actually light something with a Ferris rod.
Yeah, if you're not used to using a Ferris rod, this is pretty much how it could go.
Yeah.
Because those who use Ferris rods in survival shows and other survivalists on YouTube, they are pretty used to using one.
Yeah, they're using the Ferris rod all the time.
They have before they filmed it, they have probably used a couple of them before.
Yeah, most definitely. Okay, shall we?
This old man's beard is awesome in the fact that it's very dry. I had a spark of luck there.
You did indeed. That was pretty awesome. And there were no cuts prior to this. We actually kind of... I'm going to show you my use of the Ferris rod later. Okay, we have a fire. Can you put that out for now? Alright, so I didn't have the great luck of finding any super dry old man's beard like Bucky did, but I found some other dry leaf, and I think we're gonna try to show you again without the magnificent stroke of luck that I'm probably not gonna be able to light this as easily, because this is what's gonna happen most of the time. You're gonna stick down, you really can't use it good, you can't get the flame, the tinder bundle's gonna break. But let's see. If you have the right kind of tinder though, like the super awesome old man's beard.
Let's show them a bit closer. Old man's beard.
Oh yeah, old man's beard. Kind of looks like beard. It's some kind of, it grows on trees, some kind of fungus. You kind of fluff it up, stick the Ferris rod in there and go. You see I almost got a spark there. Now, Bucky is used to using a Ferris rod, right? This is my first time using a Ferris rod. Yeah, as you can see. Flame. Old man's beard. Dry stuff. Check your stuff.
Check your forests.
Yeah. You need real dry stuff. I mean, this seemed dry to me. This seemed very dry. But if it doesn't have the spark material, it kind of needs to get that. What do you call it? The spark.
Catch the sparks.
Yeah, it really needs to be able to catch the sparks, and this can't catch any sparks at all. This though will be really nice at lighting a fire with a match.
Yeah,
I think. So we'll be back at the soon.
Yeah.
And do some fire starting with matches and a lighter.
Yeah.
All right.
And best case, storm lighter.
Yeah, best case, storm lighter. All right.
And as you can see, to the Ferris rod there's a long piece of string.
Yeah,
That's just because
it's attached
here
to his belt. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna
so
show them my hand. And you can see here, it's attached so he can't lose it.
yeah, that's one of my safeguards, because if this is the only thing I have, I don't want to lose it, because this is my warm meal. This is my warmth and happiness, you can say. Because if you're out in the wilderness and
It starts getting a bit cold and rainy.
it starts getting a bit cold, starting a fire builds up a sense of happiness, because you have succeeded in something.
Precisely.
You have built yourself a fire.
And you get the effects from the fire. Warmth and, well...
Warmth, dryness.
Yeah,
you
precisely.
name it, everything.
Fire is a basic thing.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go and pause this, and we're gonna go and build ourselves some, one each I think, fire starting with match or lighter.
Yep.
Alright.
So, while Larson is building his fire, over there, I'm gonna talk a bit about old man's beard. It could be quite hard to spot old man's beard because it blends in so easily with the nature. But one thing to look for if you are a novice and don't know what to look for is this. This is old man's beard growing. It looks like an animal have passed through here and its fur gotten stuck on the twigs and branches. You can often find them here in Sweden. You can find them in almost every forest, because we have so much pine and spruce. But look at old pine trees. The lower branches that are dead, those usually have them. If not, they have another form of moss, I think it's called. I think it's a... yeah. So that's one thing to look for. And old man's beard is really good, as you could see before. So, yeah.
Alright. So I built the base for my fire. We're not going to go any bigger than just starting the fire in this episode. We're not going to build an actual big fire. What I did was put some tinder underneath and the dry stuff on top. So match, and find a good angle where you can put the match in, and it should pretty much light itself. And, oh well.
As you can see, fire.
Yeah. This is probably gonna go out, I think. Get the best. But you can put stuff on top it and kinda just build on the flame. As soon as you get a tiny flame going, you can just keep building on it, putting stuff, dry stuff, just on top of it, and it actually works. If you have matches, you can kind of dip them down there and get some more fire going, because they're actually, strangely enough, made to burn.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is match fire, and I'm gonna put this out, and Backe is gonna do his fire. So if you pause that. Alright, so while Backe is setting up his fire, I'm gonna go and collect some water. And these ponds, you see right here, they are usually kind of stagnant, but, well, you can drink from them. You might get sick though. But in Sweden we're pretty lucky, and it's almost just recently been winter, so this water is probably pretty fresh. You can taste it first. Yep. Tastes fresh, and that's about it. You'll find these ponds pretty much anywhere in the Swedish forest. So, while in Sweden it's not super hard to survive in the wilderness unless it's in winter or long term, because while we have a nice and easy to collect the basic materials, we have a harder time collecting the food, and you can get food from nature, berries mostly, like in all forests, and well, that's pretty much it if you're not used to surviving in the wilderness. You have your berries, you can probably set a useless trap and not catch anything at all. But if you know where to look for food, Swedish wilderness isn't the hardest to survive in. Right, Backe is done with his fire, his little tinder bundle there.
Yep. And I'm a smoker, so what's this? An old package. If you're out in the wilderness, and you have your wallet on you, you probably will have some
receipts.
Yeah, old receipts. Those are really good to start fires with.
Yeah.
Why not use them?
Use everything you have at your disposal.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
Don't
and
worry about trivial stuff. Like, I maybe need that receipt later.
Precisely.
It's
Think
about your survival.
Precisely. And you're going to do the ultimate fire starting technique. You're going to use a...
Yeah, I'm going to use a storm lighter.
Yeah, and this is kind of...
This one.
Yep. So basic storm lighter.
Yeah.
And what it does, it produces a pressured flame, pretty much.
Yeah. And if you can't start a fire with this one, well, you're out of luck.
Yeah, that's pretty much the simplest way of starting a fire.
Yeah. And I'm gonna use this old cigarette package to help me start the fire. Because why not? I have it at my disposal. So just tear it up a bit.
And we were talking off camera and about rocks. You see, we're not using any rocks around our fireplaces. That's because in the Swedish forest, you're it's pretty hard to find decent rocks. They're buried beneath moss. The Swedishness took its course
it's
there.
taking over.
Yeah. It's buried beneath the moss, and as you can see, if we pan around a bit, you really can't see any kind of rock formation or anything in our close vicinity. And this is pretty much a standard for Swedish wilderness. Then again, you come by these gigantic rock formations.
Yeah, we have a lot of fields in Sweden. So if you're gonna find rocks in the middle of a field,
yeah,
that's
probably
the best place to find
or they made some old rock walls to keep the animals in.
Yeah.
That's a good place. So they kind of, the old people, the rural Swedish people, they kind of used most of the rocks in the forest.
Yeah.
To build.
Build their stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right.
Stormlighter.
Stormlighter. You can see he's already getting an ember, probably getting a flame as well. Yep.
Yeah.
One of the big problems with lighting with a lighter is that you kind of have to be close with your hand to get the lighter close enough to burn the tinder. So you're gonna have sort of a heat issue, but it's nothing major. And as you can see, we get some wind as well.
Yep. Yes, because I use a stormlighter.
Yeah, that's nice. Alright, you can see we're gaining flame. Now what we're gonna have to do is, well, if this would not be a kind of show, a tutorial, I can put that out. We would have some larger
stuff.
Yeah, some minor logs and bigger branches and sticks, so we can actually build a functioning fire. Yeah. But when we do our outdoor weekends, we're gonna be sure to show you how we build the fire up from scratch as well.
Yeah, this is just a tutorial of how to collect tinder material and starting it.
Precisely.
Fire. Because once you have a flame, it's pretty easy from there. Because
yeah, definitely.
You can collect dry grass and stuff like that, and just build it up with
small stuff first, and then you go to the larger.
Yeah, just
rocks.
larger and larger and larger.
And when you go big enough, it really doesn't matter if the wood's a bit damp.
No.
You can pretty much take a waterlogged log and put it on the fire. Almost. You have to dry it out first a bit, but it's possible.
So yeah, that's it.
Yeah. All right. So subscribe down below here somewhere, and be sure to check us out next time, and we're gonna do our table sitting discussion.
Yeah, as we said in our first episode, pretty much every other episode is gonna be outdoors.
Yeah.
So next one is gonna be indoors.
Indoors, and we're gonna review a game perhaps.
Yeah.
We will see.
We will see.
Well, see you next time, and this is us signing out, I guess. Can you say bye-bye to the camera?
Bye!